What's good, guys? Today we're going to be going over Alibaba and how I made $2,300. Now, we're going to go over my psychology behind the trade, why I set my take profit and stop loss areas in the areas that I did, and why I got in the first place. So I posted this within our Discord community, which is free. And if you want access to all my trades, it is free for your first month. No BS. The link is in the description. The goal is obviously you make money on the free month and it just pays for your membership for life. So we called this out today at 10:43 a.m. I bought 100 Alibaba June 16th, $86 puts. So these are weeklies. This is $15,000 in weeklies. And I said I plan to double down if we push up to a higher high. Now, I ended up closing at 11:51, which is about 1 hour and 10 minutes later for a $2,300 profit. But we're going to look here in real time as we replay what was happening and what some key points were for me. So what you're going to see here is we're going to go to like we'll do like half speed on this. So look. You can see that we're pulling down, and as we're bouncing off of this trend line, you have to note something. We're making a higher high. So on this push, Alibaba on the 3-minute made a higher high right here, but on the RSI, look, RSI was sitting at 78.29, and then we actually made a lower high at 73. That is a bearish divergence. So from there, we continue to move our way up, continue to bounce off of this trend line. We're not looking to really do anything quite yet. At this point, I really would be looking for a potential break, but we didn't see that. We started to see another move up. So now we have an even higher high. Okay, now at this point, you have to notice something. Now that we have 3 higher highs, look at the RSI. We have a high, then a lower high, then an even lower high. So 3 higher highs and 3 lower highs. This means that the bearish divergence that we're seeing is becoming stronger and stronger. So it's at this point that I go short. Well, I ended up getting puts, as you saw. So I ended up getting puts around 87. My plan was to add more at about like 87.30 and then stop out at like 87.40. My take profit level was down at 86.20. And the reason for that, like we talk about a lot on this channel, is because these higher lows on this trend line moving up are going to be our price levels or our shelves on the way down as we become bearish. So I ended up putting my put position in. Let's just say 1,000 shares. That's definitely not what it was. But I did end up putting my put position in, went short, and then we ended up letting this thing play out. So like we said, our goal is to see this fade, but what we want to see first is a break below this trend line. And look what happened. We pushed up and almost hit that stop area. Now in that case, that was going to be where I was going to double down at like 87.30, which we came right to 87.28. This is why I always say you have to watch where candles close. This came all the way up. Let's say your stop loss was here at 87.30. You have to see if the candle closes above your stop loss. So I didn't get tagged out, came right back down, and then we started holding within this level. And you can see right here, boom, beautiful. We ended up breaking underneath this trend line. We're holding underneath that 9 SMA. We're aggressively selling off. Now, something to notice about the RSI too, back at this point, which is a very good sign too. Look at the RSI. Before we broke this trend line support, the RSI crossed through the SMA. That is a bearish sign as well. Came back up, started to test this level, couldn't hold, made a lower low. RSI is making a lower low, so that's a good sign. If the RSI was making a higher low, probably wouldn't be as happy. And then from here, looking for RSI to make a lower low or to hit our target. And then from there, looking for this pullback, start to move back up, continue to hold. I think we can speed this up a little bit. There we go. And then finally, we end up hitting our level and we close our position. So obviously, we made $2,300. This was just messing around, but we hit our price target. Now, to be quite honest, I probably should have taken profits here at like 86.28, potentially tried to re-enter up here on this EMA, but that was perfect. The point what I'm trying to make when I do these replay videos for you guys is not to be like, look at how much money I made. Like, who gives a fuck? What I'm trying to say is that when you see a setup happening, take the position, predetermine your stop loss, predetermine your take profit level, not exact price. Just play it accordingly. Thanks for all the support, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.